In 1801, scientists discovered something so strange that it completely changed the way we understand reality. Their experiment proved that reality doesn't exist the same until you actually look at it. I'm your local manifestation girly, and this is Scientific Proof of Manifestation, Part 1. Side note, yesterday I made a video trying to explain the science behind manifestation, but one, I didn't take time to organize my thoughts, and two, I realized I was trying to fit so many scientific concepts into one explanation that it was garbled. So I'm turning it into a series because there's a lot of science that goes into manifestation, believe it or not. So this experiment was conducted by Thomas Young. It's famously called the double slit experiment. Slit. And what they did was they fired particles, namely electrons. They fired them through two slits in a wall, right? There was a wall behind that the electrons would land on after they went through the slits. They wanted to study the electrons' behavior. So you can imagine if you fire little balls through two slits, right? How are they going to land? They're going to land in two straight lines. And that's what the electrons did. They landed in two straight lines, but only when they were being watched. They conducted the exact same test again without measuring or observing what was happening. No one was there to see. They could only see the results afterward. This time, the electrons didn't form two straight lines. They formed an interference pattern, meaning they stopped behaving like solid little balls and they started behaving like waves, like a ripple in a lake. Obviously, they couldn't believe it, so they did it again. Put somebody in the room to observe, shot the particles, two straight lines. They behaved like solid balls. Took the observer out of the room, they were no longer little balls. They had turned into waves. It was as if the act of observing them forced them to choose a reality and act a certain way. It indicates that they knew they were being watched. When they knew they were being watched, they chose a single path. The act of observation forced them to choose a single reality. This is called the observer effect, and it means that as soon as something is observed, it collapses from a wave of possibility into one specific outcome. In other words, observation or awareness doesn't just record reality, it quite literally defines it. Now, think about your own mind. Every feeling, every emotion, every thought, every belief, those are acts of observation. When you focus your awareness on something, you're not just thinking about it. You're collapsing infinite possibilities into one chosen timeline. Most people don't realize this. Your thoughts are not describing reality. They are creating the reality that they will later describe. Attention is the mechanism of creation. Okay? Whatever you consistently focus on, you're signaling to the quantum field, this is what I'm observing, this is what is real to me. Shift your point of observation. Actively focus on the version of you that already has it. Not pretending, but observing that reality as if you're tuning into it like a frequency. Understand that you are living in an infinite field of potential, of probability. Feel the emotion of already being in that reality, not to trick your mind, but to align your observation. You do that, you're collapsing the infinite field into a version where your desire already exists. The reality you want already exists. And the more you stay in that observation, the faster physical reality begins to rearrange itself around it. It's really cool.